Hodge, I'm going to go straight off the bat. Should you have a very successful final series, could that help you maybe stay on and play for another year?
Well, we're about to play our first final in, 10 years? Yeah, so I think that's the main thing we're focusing on. Where this group's come from in the last 3 years, to see where we're at the moment, it's been a massive improvement. And I think the credit to the coaches and all the staff and the players of what they've put their mind to and what they've been able to achieve. But our focus right now is, we've done some good work throughout the season. We've got hopefully a big month of footy ahead. And if we continue to strive for an improvement, continue to play for one another and do the same things as what we've been doing, who knows what we can do.
What's the difference this
Did I block that away? No.
What's been the difference this year compared to the last 9?
Sorry. It's not just this year. I think last year we showed a lot of improvement as far as we're in games. I think prior to that, 2-3 years before that, there was a lot of 60-point losses, 100-point losses, where I guess the improvement started last year. So we were in all but probably 1 or 2 games. And what we did is we lacked the composure in close games. I think there was 6 games that we lost by under a goal, 8 games under 2 goals, where throughout the pre-season, by training and by doing a lot of match simulation stuff in the pre-season, we were sort of a bit calmer at those pressure situations. We beat Geelong by a point, we beat Adelaide by a point, we lost to Fremantle, but those closer games we've been able to handle those situations a lot better, which gives us the opportunity we are at the moment. We sit second on percentage, and I guess that's due to a lot of those close games that we won.
You're packing up. One of the reasons you were brought here, to give that calmness, to give that experience to a really young group, and now they're playing finals.
I think that's why they brought a lot of the guys in. If you look at the guys that we've brought in over the last 18 months, you got Lachie Neale, who's had a sensational year. You got Jared Lyons, who would have thought he's come in, hasn't missed a game, and had such an impact. You've got Charlie, whoever knows what he's done, but then you put that in with the blokes that have been here for so long, Zorks, Daniel Rich, Ryan Lester, those kind of blokes who have been here for 10, 11 years through the hard times. It's just good to see that the club's having a little bit of success while they're still here and enjoying it.
Think about for Australia, a reflection like that.
Yeah, no, as I said, it's a team game, mate. And as I said, people, with what I've found out over my career, that footy clubs only survive if they've got a lot of good people around it. And that starts off-field, how stable we are off-field with Swanee, Nobes, Fags. That filters through to the playing group. We've got a great coaching group. And then if you look at the quality of people and players we've got, I think that's what's been able to build us to where we are at the moment, not just a couple of ringing players. It's the whole club as one, sort of, that I guess the foundations are really good and we're built from that.
When you signed to come to Brisbane, mate, I'm sure you would have set yourself some goals. Was bringing the club back to finals footy, was that one of them?
When Fags spoke about coming, it was all about helping the younger guys develop. He preached to me that they've got a good young list, they've got a good young core group. And a lot of the guys, to be honest, when I sort of heard of them but didn't really know much about him, and he was spot on. He was talking about the football, but what I've noticed since I've been here is the good young quality people they are as well. And that's where we are. That's why we're here. Is they're good young fellas who love football, but they want to improve. They want to make their teammates better, and that's the best part about this football club moving forward. Is yes, they want to improve as people, as players, but they want to make sure their teammate is just as good as well.
When you were packing up your locker at Hawthorn, did you ever think you'd be suiting up and getting ready for another September finals campaign?
No, I thought about it. I was probably putting on a suit, going to work. So look, that feels a long time ago. And look, as much as I loved every minute at Hawthorn, this has been a new chapter for our family, and really glad we made a decision to go on for another couple of years. We've really enjoyed it up here and enjoyed what we've been able to help build at the Lions.
When you ever seem to grow another leg in big games and finals, why is that?
It's sort of funny. It's finals. Footy's a funny one where you make it as hard as you want. So if you simplify things, just do the easy things. Finals seem to be a bit easier. You see a lot of people who struggle in big games because they overthink it. Footy's the same as what it's been the last 22 games. Apart from there's a few more people in the crowd, the intensity's up a little bit. But if you don't get flustered and you stay calm, you can make it as easy as you need to. And that's what I've noticed here with a lot of the guys. In big situations, we've learnt that you shouldn't get flustered. Just keep doing the same things, be reliable to your teammate. And that's what's held us in good stead in those close games, and hopefully in the next few coming up.
When was it this season, Hodge, when you thought it's not just a competitive team that might dabble around making the 8, but actually can push towards a top 4 in a premiership?
We knew we were a competitive team last year when you have so many close games, but it was all about when were we going to improve in those closer games. And when you come out and you have a good start with West Coast, then North Melbourne, then Port Adelaide, you could sort of see the belief in the younger guys and hang on, if we keep playing like this, keep playing for one another, that we're in most games. But then when we go on a run post the bye where I think it was 8 or 9, the blokes didn't get ahead of themselves. They still kept realising that every game's different. We got a bit of a lesson against Richmond on the weekend, but we're going to come in and do what we've done the last 18 months and learn from those games. We've already identified a few areas that we need to get better in, but I guess it's a good shot. We get another go in 2 weeks' time.
They got off the leash in that first quarter. How do you?
I wouldn't say they got off the leash. It was just they were experienced and they're a very good football team. And what it did teach is that if you're off a little bit in a big game like that, and you give the opposition what they want, they're gonna hurt you, and that's what they did. A credit to the guys that after quarter time it was a pretty even game. I think they beat us by 2 points. But the most important thing in football is you learn from your mistakes, and hopefully, as I said, in 2 weeks we get the opportunity to learn from them, and hopefully we can execute it out here.